Hello, my name is Dan Mead, and today I will be talking to you about the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. The reason why this act was legislated, the positive and negative effects of the act, and the overall impact on the business community in the United States. Why was Sarbanes-Oxley Act passed? The accounting scandals of Adelphia, Enron, Tyco, and WorldCom, just to name a few, led to the passage of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002. Due to the accounting scandals, investors lost billions of dollars due to inaccurate financial reporting. One of the main goals of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act was to protect investors by demanding accuracy of the financial statements and giving this responsibility to the highest members of each corporation. Some of the positive effects of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act after a decade since its implementation is that there are quite a few different countries that enacted a similar type of legislation. While this type of imitation does not automatically prove that the legislation has a positive effect, it does prove that other countries felt that this topic needed to be addressed and that the Sarbanes-Oxley Act was written in a proper manner to address the topic. Other countries that adopted similar legislation were Canada, Germany, and South Africa in 2002, France in 2003, Australia in 2004, India in 2005, and Japan and the European Union in 2006. Calderon noted that the number of companies with reported material weaknesses declined significantly from 2004 to 2010. Companies are strengthening their internal controls, and existing professional guidance has become more effective. Also, investor confidence has increased. There were also some negative effects to the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. First, a lot of detractors would say that you can't legislate human behavior. If people want to commit fraudulent acts, legislation will not make them change. It will only force them to find new, creative ways to be fraudulent. Another negative effect was the cost on companies. Fortune 1000 firms spent $5.9 million on average to comply with Section 404 in the first year of implementation. When corporations are expected to have new expenses, they need to find ways to offset these new expenses in order to keep their bottom line consistent. There are many different areas for a corporation to cut back, and the usual cutback areas hurt the working public the most, not someone in upper management. The biggest negative effect of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act is the decreasing number of IPOs, the decreasing number of foreign companies on the stock exchange, and the former stock exchange companies that decided to go private. These companies do not believe that the benefits of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act outweigh the costs. In conclusion, overall, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act had a positive effect on the business environment in the United States. One of the main goals of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act was to protect investors by demanding accuracy of the financial statements and giving this responsibility to the highest members of each corporation, which it was successful in doing so. There is evidence to suggest that there has been a major decline in the number of material misstatements in financial statements. The highest members of each corporation has learned to take responsibility for the disclosure of the financial statements, and they know that there are extreme penalties for not complying with the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. Thank you.